Understanding where your wife is emotionally when she's ending the relationship is going to be the first step to being able to repair the relationship. For example, if you're in a desperation breakup style, you're not going to go about repairing the relationship the same way as you would if you're in a transition or a termination breakup style. And this video is really going to break down the 3 breakup styles so you're aware of where your wife is psychologically when she's breaking up with you and the exact steps you can take to repair your relationship. And the reason I want to talk about breakup styles is because knowing where you are in your breakup is really the foundation to repairing the relationship. Because you're not going to do the same thing in a desperation breakup style as you would in a transition or a termination breakup style. And I'll give you an example. Let's say you're building a house. You're not going to lay the foundation the exact same way as you will on the side of a hill versus in the middle of some flat ground. The process of laying the foundation will be extremely different based on where you're building the house. And that's the same thing when it comes to breakup styles. So let's take a desperation breakup style for an example. If you're in a desperation breakup style, the woman is breaking up with you out of desperation. She's breaking up with you because she really loves you and she wants it to be you. She wants to make it work with you. But the thing is you're not giving her anything. You're not giving her any reason to stay in the relationship. And she's so desperate and she wants you so bad. She's thinking to herself, God, maybe if I end it, maybe if I tell him I need space or I need a break or I just need some time apart, maybe he's going to realize what he lost. And maybe then he'll start emotionally fulfilling me. That's what's going through a woman in a desperation breakup style. In a transition breakup style, what's happening is the woman is feeling so emotionally unfulfilled and has been for so long, and she stayed miserable with you for so long that she hasn't realized how miserable she was and how much she was emotionally unfulfilled until somebody else came along and started filling her up. And when the other person came along and started filling her up, that's what sparked her into realizing how miserable she was. And that's why she transitioned in her breakup. And that's what we call affair partners, and why women have, whether it's physical affairs or emotional affairs, it's because she's been emotionally unfulfilled for so long. When a woman's in a transition breakup style, she usually had no intention of leaving the relationship. She was going to stay unhappy, just putting around her life, and was just going to stay with you how things were until somebody came along to show her just how miserable she was. Let's say you're in a termination breakup style. Termination breakup style is the breakup style where there has been so much damage for so long, but she's went to a point where she's went so long, so miserable, trying so many ways to get you to realize what she needed to be fulfilled, that finally she hits a breaking point. And when you're in a termination breakup style, you are not going to be going about trying to repair the relationship the same way as you will in a desperation breakup style. Because the thing is, these are women who are in 2 very different places. In a desperation breakup style, you have a woman who's still in love with you. And in a termination breakup style, you have a woman who wants nothing to do with you. She's so done. She's so over it. She's so ready to throw in the towel. She's ready to sign the divorce papers. She's ready to do whatever it takes to get the F away from you, because you have made her miserable for so long and she's over it. She's even willing to pay your bills if she has to get away from you. That's why I call it termination breakup style. And that's why I said this over here, this termination breakup style, that's like building a house on a cliff. A lot more work is going to go into it than a desperation breakup style, which is like building a foundation on a flat ground that just needs a little bit of level work. If you're on the side of the cliff in this termination breakup style, a lot more work is going to go into it. And the reason, guys, is because a lot more work went into destroying it. Women don't just get to termination breakup styles. Most women, when we are committed in a relationship, we try and we try and we try and we give you the benefit of the doubt, and we try to have your point of view, and we try to call ourselves crazy, and we really try to get past the challenges in the relationship to stay in the marriage, especially if there are children involved. We don't want to break up our family. We don't want to be a single mom. We don't want to have to split custody. We don't want to take our children from their fathers. But the thing is if you get to a point where you're in a termination breakup style, it's because you're so miserable. You realize that you don't want your children seeing you so unhappy, because that's going to make your children think that that's how love and marriage and relationships should be. And if a woman's in a termination breakup style, she realizes she wants to set a good example for her children. So all of the breakup styles, whether you're in a desperation breakup style, a transition breakup style, or a termination breakup style, they all stem from the exact same root cause. And the root cause of that is a love communication mismatch. Somewhere, somebody is not showing love to the other person the way they need to be loved. And when that starts to happen, a lot of resentment can form in the relationship. So let's say that you have needs over here and you need to be fulfilled. She's over here and she has needs that need to be fulfilled. Somewhere, someone stops fulfilling their partner's needs. And when that happens, the other person, even without knowing, stops fulfilling the needs back. It takes two in a relationship. If one person stops pinging the ball over the tennis court net, the other person's going to stop hitting it back. And that's the same thing in a relationship. So even though every breakup style has a different way to repair the relationship, the thing is, every breakup style still had the same root cause to why the relationship failed. And the reason is there was a love communication mismatch. Basically, somebody is showing love in a way that doesn't fill their partner's tank. And when that starts to happen, feelings start to get hurt. And when feelings start to get hurt, resentment sets in, and then arguments start to happen, stonewalling happens, insults happen, anger. Even though every breakup style has a different way to go about repairing the relationship, they all start with the same root cause. And the root cause of the breakup is that they're not being emotionally fulfilled. I talk about in other videos love lingo and love jargon. Basically, there's a love lingo tank, and that's how you receive love. And there's a love jargon. That's how you show love. Somebody is showing love in a way that doesn't fill the love lingo tank. And when one person isn't filling the love lingo tank, what naturally happens is it creates a domino effect. One person's not filling the tank, why would the other person fill the tank? Because my needs are not being fulfilled. Why am I going to fulfill your needs? And then resentment sets in. So in every single case, very first thing to do is you have to identify how you receive love and how your partner receives love. What was it that they needed to feel good inside? What made them feel emotionally fulfilled? And the same thing goes for you. I know we're in a strong woman society now, but your needs are just as important. And a lot of times men stop fulfilling their women's needs because they haven't been fulfilled. So start at the beginning. What fulfills you? What do you emotionally need to feel good? What have you been lacking? And I always tell everyone, start by taking the free What's Your Love Lingo quiz. Discover how you naturally receive love. And then send it to your partner. Ask them to take it. Figure out how they receive love. Now, if you're in a desperation breakup style or a transition breakup style, it's going to be a lot easier to communicate with your partner. But if you're in a termination breakup style, chances are you could send them $1 million and they might not want to talk with you because they're that over it. So termination breakup style, you do go about it a little differently. But really, it's still first thing on all of them, you do need to figure out what it was they were emotionally lacking. That's the first step. Then the second step is to discover how you show love. In the comments of the video, I've put an offer to take the What's Your Love Jargon quiz. Take the quiz. It's the only quiz designed out there to show you specifically how you show love. You need to know what comes natural to you. What do you do naturally? And then what you do is you compare the results from your love jargon quiz to your partner's love lingo quiz. Did they match up? Were you missing the mark? Because nobody is talking about the fact that our love communication style is the major culprit in all of these breakup styles. So figure out your love communication style and you can get on the path to repairing your relationship no matter what breakup style you're in. Now, if you're in a termination breakup style, it's going to take a lot longer to repair the relationship, and I do have videos on that you can definitely watch. Watch the next video because it'll give you more insight on what to do based on what breakup style you're currently going through. As always, everyone, stay happy, stay healthy, and let's focus on staying in love.